Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really wild personal account of a journey that begins where most days end, in sleep. But this isn't about dreaming. It's about what happens when your mind wakes up, somewhere else entirely. So, let's get into it. The story kicks off in a way that's super familiar to all of us, right? You're tired, it's late, you drift off, it's the most normal thing in the world. Except this time, something goes very, very differently. And just like that, everything changes. In this one single, disorienting moment, his consciousness just detaches. His body is still in bed, but his mind, his soul, whatever you want to call it, it's gone. This is where the real journey begins. All right, so this is the first stage of the whole experience. Our narrator is literally thrown into this bizarre new reality, and he has to figure out the rules on the fly. I mean, can you imagine? Suddenly, you're not walking, you're flying over a city you don't even recognize. And everything is just dialed up to 11. The colors are so bright, so vivid, they almost seem to hum. But here's the kicker. In the middle of all this sensory overload, he's completely invisible. A ghost. People are just walking straight through him, totally oblivious. He's a spectator who can't touch or change a thing. Think about how incredibly lonely and terrifying that would be. You're completely disconnected, a phantom. But just when it seems like he's totally alone in this, he finds someone who can actually see him. A guy named Sergey walks right up to him, and he doesn't say, "You're a ghost" or "You're dreaming." He uses this very specific, kind of chilling phrase, "expelled ones." And with just those few words, our narrator realizes, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one. There's a name for what's happening to me. And that's when he learns he's stumbled upon this community, I guess you could call it. They call themselves the Castaways. It's a whole group of people, of souls, who've all been involuntarily kicked out of their own bodies and are now just stuck, trapped in this in-between place. Now, this is where things get even weirder, because this isn't just some vague spiritual plane. It has its own logic, its own set of rules, it has a specific time, a place, even its own unique technology. And Sergey starts to lay it all out for him. And the very first rule is a total mindbender. It's not just where he is that's different, it's when. Sergey drops a bombshell. He's been flung more than a decade into his own future. The year is 2037. And yeah, this future has some new tech. Our guy notices that everyone is wearing these special glasses. Sergey explains that smartphones are basically relics. In this version of the world, everyone is plugged into the internet, making calls, doing everything, straight through their eyewear. So this really spells out the impossible situation the castaways are in. Back in the physical world, life was all about the body, right? You gotta eat, sleep, you can touch things, people see you. But here, all of that is gone. No hunger, no thirst, no tiredness, but at a huge cost. You're intangible, you're invisible. You can't interact with the very world you're stuck watching. But just knowing the rules of the game isn't enough. The real question is, how do you get out? For that answer, Sergey takes him to see another castaway, an older guy named Samo. So they find Samo in a nightclub, of all places, a place just pulsing with physical sensations that he can only watch from the sidelines. And it's here that he finally asks the one question that matters more than anything else. How do I get back? How do I go home? And Samo's answer, wow, it's not at all what you'd expect. It's not about finding a portal or reversing some scientific process. No, the way back home, Samo tells him, is an inside job. It's a spiritual journey. Samo basically lays it all out for him. Step 1, you got here through the power of your own mind, through your dreams. But step 2, and this is the absolute core of it, what trapped you here, what broke that tether to your body, was your own negativity, your negative thoughts and feelings. That is such a powerful idea, and that leads to the only way back. You have to cleanse your heart. You have to purify your mind to be able to return. So this advice from Samo just completely flips the script. The whole problem gets reframed. He realizes the only way out is to go in. And that's the light bulb moment. The key to his own prison isn't out there in the streets of 2037. It's not something Sergey or Samo can give him. It's inside of him. He is the only one who can get himself home. And the path isn't physical. It's a deep, hard look at himself. And this is the question the story leaves us with. And it is a heavy one. It turns this whole supernatural adventure into something deeply personal.
It basically asks all of us, if your freedom, your escape from whatever traps you, didn't depend on what you did, but on the state of your own heart, what would you find if you were forced to look inside?